JefftheRegular, and we are back at Epcot, as you can see, but we're not going to stay here for very long because we're going to do some resort hopping after we see what I'm going to show you, obviously, which is the title, the gingerbread houses. So we're going to start at Communicore Hall, which is going to be right over here behind us, or behind me. Below that Epcot ball, Communicore Hall, we'll start with that gingerbread house, and then we're going to jump over and go ahead and see the ones that are going to be at the boardwalk, and then we're going to see the one that is going to be at the Yacht Club. We're going to see the one that is at Contemporary Resort, Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, and then also Disney's Wilderness Lodge. So let's get excited for these gingerbread houses. I've seen a couple of them already, but I have not seen all of them. But I figured this is something to vlog for the holiday season, so let's go ahead and check it out. I wish I had the monorail in the shot, but I missed it a second ago when I was walking to this spot to start the vlog. So that would have probably been another magical intro to this vlog. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's go to Communicore Hall. Also, just wanted to add, before I leave this location, they're also in between songs, so I just got to make it quick. But I watch a lot of other Disney vloggers just to learn from them, and I just love anything Disney. I love the Disney content. But I just wanted to show this to any other Disney vloggers that watch this. I started the vlog over here in the corner, which is a great starting spot. And it usually doesn't have the live music, which kind of makes it a little bit loud. I also don't have the best audio equipment yet. But I just want to throw that out there for any Disney vloggers or any content creators for the Disney parks for fun. It's just going to be right over here by that DVC lounge and by the Figment attraction by ImageWorks. We have now arrived in Communicore Hall, and this is the first gingerbread, we can't call it a house, but the first gingerbread sculpture, there we go, lack of better terms I guess, but it's going to be here at Communicore Hall, and it is the Epcot ball, if you can't tell by now. It looks like they had some sort of, countdown, they just turned that on, that's good timing. So it looks like I'll stick around for maybe about 10 minutes, see what that's about. Maybe it's going to do something with some small show or some lighting effect with the ceiling and everything like that, but it looks like they also have various little... everything on the ball has to be edible except for the lights, I assume, and that's what I've heard in the past before. So I'm assuming those little stickers, you can kind of see one right there, is going to be the different pavilions over in World Showcase. But this is going to be the first one, the first gingerbread sculpture, which I think is really, really cool. But let's stick around and see what happens at that countdown. So while we're waiting for this countdown, it's got about 3 minutes left. You can meet Santa over here in Communicore Hall as well. So if you have a trip coming up all the way until about mid-January, I'm assuming Santa's going to be here before Christmas, but he will not be here after Christmas Day, I assume. But that is also a possibility that you can find here at Communicore Hall. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's go. So we are officially where the Boardwalk Resort, the Beach Club Resort, and the Yacht Club Resort are located. I'm standing in front of the Beach Club Resort from the back entrance from the view that you can see across the lake and see the boardwalk in the Yacht Club. So I'm standing in front of Beach Club. We're about to walk in the entrance right over there, and we're going to check out this gingerbread structure. Officially in the lobby of Beach Club Resort, and it looks like this gingerbread structure is going to be a carousel. Yep, gingerbread carousel presented by the Yacht and Beach Bakery for the 25th year. This massive candy construction is made of the following: 432 pounds of honey, 1,200 pounds of rye flour, 100 pounds of eggs, 25 pounds of spices, 10 pounds of simple syrup, 200 pounds of icing, 10 quarts of egg whites, 100 pounds of confectioner's sugar, and I mean the list goes on and on and on. So it is pretty loud in here. It was kind of hard to focus and read that, but this is a cool gingerbread structure. It also looks like they have another list over here too. So this says Disney's Yacht and Beach Bakery is proud to present our 25th gingerbread carousel, just like it said on the other side. It said we would like to celebrate the cast members who have worked on this year's carousel, as well as those who have contributed over the years. The gingerbread carousel holds a special place in the hearts of many, delighting guests and cast members alike year after year. That's really cool. That's actually a really, really cool touch. I like how Disney always does that for their cast members. This is actually a really, really cool gingerbread structure. This is going to be pretty hard to beat. We still have 4 more, so I think this one, for me personally, I think this beats the Epcot ball, or at least the Spaceship Earth structure over in Epcot Communicore Hall. I mean, yeah, the lights were cool. They even had like a little countdown show and everything like that, but this one constantly moves and constantly spins. I also hear a lot more people in awe looking at this one too, especially with all the 4 different styles of horses and everything. This one took a lot of work, and obviously it took a lot of people to make it happen throughout the years. For 25 years total for the carousel here at Beach Club Resort. Very similar of an entrance, but now we are walking into the Yacht Club Resort. I do like the touch of the, ooh, we got a little bit of Christmas music, okay. Which, I mean, to be expected, but the lights and the Christmas music just add a certain feel with a small little chill in the air too. So let's go see what's in this lobby. Let's see if there's possibly a gingerbread house. I could be wrong. Or a gingerbread structure. Okay, so a pretty busy lobby right now for Yacht Club, but it's pretty nice walking into the lobby and coming straight basically face to face with a Christmas tree. And then you have all the decorations up top on the railing as well. So that's a really cool touch. But so far, I do not see a gingerbread structure, so I don't think they're going to have one here. But there's a group of people over here, so I think there might be something on display. Okay, so it looks like it's just a miniature of a small town with a moving train. It's actually really, really cool. Let's take a closer look. Looks like the train's really the only moving piece. I noticed that there's like almost some Skyliner things over there attached from the house on the left all the way up to the house on the right on top of the mountain. Well, I guess it also looks like right above the train there's a guy snow blowing. It looks like he's moving a little bit. There he goes again. Really, really cool. Not a gingerbread structure, but still really, really cool to have this in the lobby during the Christmas season. I'm not expecting those noises. I think I'm gonna keep that in the vlog, but anyway, I don't want to talk too loud to disturb the peace. It's really quiet at these resorts, but if you can't tell by walking on all the wood, we are definitely getting closer to the boardwalk. I gotta recover from that. That's pretty funny. I'm definitely leaving it in because it's just like unexpected and just, I don't know. I love people watching, so I just love random things like that. I know that we already went on a side quest going to the beach club to see if they actually did have, or I'm sorry, I keep doing that between the two. I hate that I do that. The beach club had the gingerbread structure, but we did a side quest over in Yacht Club to see what they had, and they had the little miniature town structure. But I just wanted to do, I guess, kind of another side quest and just stop for a minute just to show you how peaceful this resort is. I know I definitely have to do a resort overview over here as well. I've only done it on Port Orleans, French Quarter, but I mean, just listen. I'll shut up and you guys just listen for a second. It's beautiful. So I mean, to go from a hustle and bustle, you know, kind of area like Magic Kingdom, Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, any Disney park really, with just, you know, fast-paced environment, making sure that you're sticking to your itinerary if you have an itinerary. But I mean, coming from the parks to this, yeah, this these resorts, these 3 resorts might be a little pricey, but to some people, that money is way worth the peace and quiet that comes with booking here at the Boardwalk, the Yacht Club Resort, and the Beach Club Resort. Anyway, we're heading to the Boardwalk. Let's go. We are officially on the Boardwalk. RIP Jelly Rolls. If you know, you know. But let's go ahead and check this gingerbread structure out. But like, just look at the view behind me. The Boardwalk is an amazing place to just come and hang out, especially if you're not staying here and you're local. I love coming here and just hanging out, getting some pizza, maybe some Boardwalk ice cream. It's amazing. It's a great place to go and hang out with friends. I'm getting too carried away with these side quests, but I have to add this in because this is one of my top 3 favorite resorts on Disney property. We have now arrived at the back side of the entrance of the Boardwalk lobby, and during Christmas they have a nice huge Christmas tree in the little turfed area where they usually play some movies as well. They have movies under the stars and everything here at Boardwalk as well. And tonight over there where everybody's roasting marshmallows, which there's a certain chill in the air which is perfect to do so. We are now in the Boardwalk lobby, and the gingerbread house is spotted, but in this case, it's the Boardwalk Deli gingerbread house, or gingerbread structure. Really cool as well. If you want to meet and greet with Stuart Whitfield, the pastry sous chef, from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, that is also an option here to do at the Boardwalk. You can see Mickey and Minnie making sweet treats for everybody, and you got Pluto, and I don't know, it looks like a cat, but I don't know what character that would be. That's like too broad of a silhouette. But we have Pluto, Daisy, Donald, and we have Goofy down below in the Boardwalk Deli. I think it's cool how they dropped it, like the details are all the way down to where they made recyclable trash cans, regular trash cans, and then you have the double trash can right over there in front of the deli too. Looks like it's leaning just a little bit. I don't know if that's been over time, because I know that these have been out on the floor since almost mid-November, but this one's really, really cool. Shout out to Gray, one of my best friends. He used to work at the Boardwalk Deli. He used to, I guess, numerous locations around the Boardwalk, so he probably appreciate this house pretty well, or I guess gingerbread structure, because it's not even a house, it's gingerbread deli, I guess is what we can say. But this one's really cool. And just like they had over at the Beach Club Resort, they got some fun facts. This was made with 68 gallons of orange blossom honey, 54 pounds of flour, 6 pounds of powdered sugar. 24 bakery cast members were all involved with this, with 5 pounds of egg whites, 18 pounds of fondant, unless I'm just dumb and that's fondue, but I do not think that's how you spell fondue. I'm just say fondant. I'm gonna comment down below if I'm wrong. But 3 pounds of gingerbread spice, 2.5 pounds of eggs, and 280 collective hours of decorating. Wow. I was slowly making my way back into Epcot. That way I can go ahead and hop on the bus system to go to the 3 resorts. But before we do that, if you're not aware, this is what that gingerbread structure was based off of. Right here in front of us is the Boardwalk Deli. So pretty cool when you see the actual Boardwalk Deli in person and you go see a gingerbread structure made of it. It's really neat. Shame on me because I usually do this. This is like usually the first thing I do when I show up to Epcot, but there's no club like Club Cool, baby. So let's go. All right, Walt, I'm heading out of here. Off to resort hopping. Stay dreaming, buddy. Stay dreaming. What feels like 3 miles later, I finally made it to the Epcot Bus Transportation Center. So let's go ahead and see what the list is on here and see where we exactly need to go. Number 5 is Animal Kingdom Lodge. 2 is Wilderness Lodge, and then I'm gonna have to take the monorail for the Contemporary. I think I see a bus over there on 5. I don't see. Let's take a look. It might be Disney's Animal Kingdom. Honestly, let's see if I can grab this. I think that's on stop 5. So I was correct. That was bus stop number 5 for Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, and that is where I'm heading right now. So looks like that was going to be the quickest, easiest way to get the ball rolling when it comes to the resort hopping for this gingerbread sculpture adventure that I'm going on. I gotta make sure and hurry though, because Epcot closes at 9:30, and I still have to head back to Epcot to get my car. So it looks like buses and stuff are going to be running till 11 o'clock, which is going to be nice. I highly doubt it would take that long to resort hop for these next 3 sculptures. However, yeah, I just got to make it quick, but I also want to enjoy it, so soak all this in. So I am on the way to Animal Kingdom Lodge. We are now in the lobby of Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, and that tree back there is really cool. Let's go take a look. So I definitely went to the wrong Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm supposed to go to the other one, but if you can't see that, there's a giraffe right out there. So that's a very, like, that was a nice surprise to make up for my mistake. I know it's dark and you probably can't see it, but that made me really happy. So I definitely got off the bus at the wrong one. I hopped off at Kidani Village, at the villas over there. I knew something was off when I walked in the lobby. I was like, this does not feel as grand as what I usually remember walking into. And then I noticed that they didn't have the 2 restaurants, Jico and Boma. I don't even remember the name. I think it's like Sanya or Sana or something over at Kidani Village. But now I'm definitely getting my steps in, walking a trail that will actually lead me over to Jambo House. So yeah, a little happy accident, I guess, because as soon as I stepped outside at the Kidani Villages, or the Kidani Village, I saw a giraffe walking around. So that was actually really, really cool, and didn't make me too mad about my mistake. That actually helped me quite a bit. This is what I mean by it didn't seem as grand as how I remembered it to be, and this is why right here. I knew something was off. Look at that. Can't even fit that in frame. There we go, right there. This is the Animal Kingdom Lodge that I think of, and I think I see the gingerbread structure from across the lobby. I thought this was the gingerbread sculpture. Definitely not. I don't even know if this is like permanent or if this is here temporary. I don't remember this being in the lobby. So, however, I do see something over here, and I want to say that this is it. It is absolutely it. You have that meet and greet with Allison Monastero, the pastry sous chef, 4 p.m. to 4:30 tomorrow, actually. Probably won't even have this posted by the time that she has her meet and greet, which I apologize for. But life-size baby animals. You got a baby-sized, life-size giraffe, life-size zebra, and a flamingo. That's really cool. And then of course we had the fun facts over here. So let's go ahead and take a look over here to see what they all used. You got 4 pounds of honey, 1 pound simple syrup, 1.5 pounds of gingerbread spice, 12 pounds of dark modeling chocolate, 1 dozen eggs, and then 27 pounds of flour. Really, really cool. Still hard to beat that carousel, but this is, I've never seen a gingerbread, quote unquote gingerbread house. This is definitely a gingerbread structure. Looked like this before. I've never seen animals out of gingerbread. Well done, Jambo House. Well done, Allison Monastero. Also, yes, I mean, look, Kidani Village, yes, you're cool. That was a pretty cool small little lobby. Definitely better than, you know, Holiday Inn or whatever. But I mean, look, Jambo House is a bridge up top, and then of course you take a stairway down, elevator down. They've got Boma, and they also have Jico down here too. So super hard to beat. here at Jumbo House for Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. I mean, look at that, it goes on forever. Wish my GoPro could zoom in, so. But yeah, really cool. All right, off to the next resort. Oh, the lights turned off for whatever reason. I thought I got darker in here. I don't know what happened. But yeah, Animal Kingdom Lodge. Like I stated earlier, definitely gonna have to do resort overviews, resort tours, and let you guys know what I think as well. Hopefully the tree doesn't turn on and blind me. But here we are off to the next resort. Hopefully you guys are having fun. I'm having fun. So let's figure out which one's easier. Probably Wilderness Lodge, honestly, because Contemporary is going to be easier to finish the night off with monorail access right off of Epcot property. So let's go ahead and go to Wilderness. What makes me nervous is it's 8 o'clock. So I still have 2 resorts left and it's 8 o'clock. I'm running out of time. I definitely took way too much time setting up, trying to find a good place to start the vlog. I hate that I do that. My nerves get a little amped up too. You could probably tell through the camera that I'm not exactly 100% comfortable vlogging in public yet, but I love editing, I love vlogging, I love talking about Disney. This is one of the ways that I can do it to channel my love for Disney, just through YouTube. But yeah, 8 o'clock and I have until 9:30, well technically 11, but I want to try and beat 9:30. I was really wanting to go on Living with the Land. I wasn't able to go on it the other night when I vlogged. I wanted to try and do that again tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. I don't think that's gonna happen. And we'll stick to the plans that I can make happen. How about that? I was very lucky, and there was a family trying to hold the bus as long as they could to wait for 2 other family members. And I just happened to walk on the bus that's going to Magic Kingdom. So it looks like I'm going to the Contemporary Resort. That was going to be the easiest convenience. And then I'll probably monorail back over to Epcot and then go to Wilderness Lodge from there. Looks like God's looking out for me and making this easy without me having to make too many hard decisions. So I will see you over at Contemporary. We have made it to the Contemporary, so let's go find this gingerbread house. Also want to show you this massive Christmas tree that they have here too. Let's get inside. I'm a little cold. All right, I decided to suffer a little bit longer with the cold. I say it's cold. It's like 70 degrees, but that 65, 70 degrees hits just a little bit different in Florida. I just got done living in Colorado almost 2 years ago, and I'm still being like I already got acclimated to the Florida weather when it comes to like the 2 winters. Going through the second one right now. We're going through the 2 winters here in Florida. Anything below 50, I think I might die. But I think that's the, do not quote me on this, but I want to say this is the biggest Christmas tree on Disney property. Not the best Christmas tree by any means. I think my favorite Christmas tree is the one at Echo Lake, but just wanted to come out here and show you guys the tree out here at the Contemporary Resort. Now let's go see this gingerbread structure. All right, had to check myself. It's 64 degrees. 64 degrees with no sun here in Florida. Crazy. Ask any local, I'm talking like my mouth is like numbly cold. But ask any local. 64 degrees, it's cold at nighttime. So obviously I walked in on the first level, but with how the Contemporary is laid out, I'm going to the 4th level to see this gingerbread structure, which is pretty interesting. The Contemporary really isn't a favorite for me. I bet you this hotel, I mean one of a kind hotel back in 1971 was amazing coming on a Disney trip, but nowadays not really my thing. I already found the gingerbread structure, getting a little bit better at hunting these things down, but it's going to be Cinderella's castle over here with a really cool backdrop with lights intertwined within the backdrop, so it makes it really cool. But let's get a closer look. So this gingerbread structure is definitely the biggest one that we have seen. I think this might be the biggest one in the list actually, unless Wilderness just all of a sudden surprises us at the very end since they are the last one. But I think Contemporary takes the cake, or at least the gingerbread structure when it comes to the size this year. Let's go ahead and look over here and read some of the fun facts. The Contemporary Resort gingerbread, special appearance by one of the one of our Disney's Contemporary Resort pastry chefs. Looks like you can meet them tomorrow, 11 a.m. to noon. Really cool. They do that with Noah French. Hey, shout out, same last name, awesome last name. And then Jonathan Dove and Magali Robles. And then when it comes to, it doesn't say fun facts, but it's the 14th year of the display, and it's 1,013 pounds of flour, 14 hidden Mickeys. Wow, okay. 113 pounds of gingerbread spice, 1 hidden 5-legged goat. Okay, cool. So shout out to the artwork that if you know, you know. I'm definitely gonna have to cover it in a Contemporary Resort overview, but if you know about the one 5-legged goat here at Contemporary. Then you have 25 pounds of chocolate, 30 days to assemble. Wow. These fun facts are kind of like in a weird order in my opinion. Then you have 70 pounds of modeling chocolate, 17 feet and 6 inches tall. So 17 and a half feet tall by 25 feet and 4 inches wide, with 60 pounds of fondant. I'm saying fondant again, that has to be the word. And then 613 pounds of sugar, 43 pounds of royal icing, 440 jars of honey, 513 eggs, and 13 gallons of milk. Over 1,200 castle gingerbread bricks made and decorated by 40 cast members. Shout out to the cast members on this one. My God, crazy. Also really cool, I don't know if I missed it at the other locations, but they have, at least here at the Contemporary, they have items to buy, gingerbread to buy as well, and various other snacks and cookies, which is a really cool touch. Really neat. I like how they did that. Like I said, it's right next to the gingerbread structure of the castle. It's actually really cool. I almost want to buy some gingerbread, but I don't know. Don't get me wrong when I say that the Contemporary definitely isn't one of my favorites, because they definitely have their perks. I love Chef Mickey's. I haven't been there in years, but I think Contemporary has the largest and probably one of the top 3 best gift shops here. I know that they have Fantasia gift shop, but that's currently located right behind me. But they have BVG, and they have really good stuff, a good variety of stuff for the guest here at Contemporary. So don't get me wrong when I say that. And then also too, I'm not going to show you guys exactly where, but when I was talking about the 5-legged goat, the one hidden 5-legged goat on the gingerbread castle, located within this artwork that was created by Mary Blair for the opening of 1971, you can find a 5-legged goat somewhere in the artwork. So if you ever stop by and visit the Contemporary, go ahead and look throughout Mary Blair's artwork and see if you can find that 5-legged goat. Also, the only resort on property where the monorail actually goes through the resort, which is a really cool touch. Didn't know if you knew that or not. More than likely you probably did if you've done any Disney research or looked at any Disney World fun facts. But yes, as you just saw, the monorail goes through the Contemporary here. Let's not take the stairs, definitely taking the escalator. Been putting my steps in. I'm at least gonna reward myself for having to walk so much finding these gingerbread structures. Okay, back at the bus stops, so I gotta loop back around, but I gotta see what number the Wilderness Lodge is, and I definitely have to make sure that I get off at the right stop, because the last time I messed the stops up, I ended up at the cabins, and that was heck on earth trying to find another bus stop to properly go to the actual Wilderness Lodge. But the Wilderness Lodge is definitely one of my top 3 favorite resorts as well, along with the boardwalk. I think the other one that's going to complete the list of 3 is going to be Port Orleans French Quarter. Believe it or not, I know a lot of people that know me personally. I've always stayed at Pop Century Resort. Yes, that is very nostalgic and a very holds a very dear place in my heart, a very sentimental place in my heart when it comes to Pop Century. Here comes a monorail. But yeah, when it comes to my top 3, it's hard to make Pop Century show up on that list just because it is a value resort. I think I'm gonna have to pick the boardwalk, and I'm gonna have to pick the Wilderness Lodge, and then also Port Orleans French Quarter. All right, gates 1 through 10 or gates 11 through 34 are the 2 options here. Contemporary, and then Fort Wilderness Resort. Wilderness Lodge 10, sweet. I get to go on the shorter side Oh, thank God. Because if it told me 34, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I definitely would have seen it through, my boy. But I'm definitely glad it's the 1 through 10 side. So this might be the first time that I actually have to wait for any transportation to go see a gingerbread structure. So I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Felt nice being inside. Definitely doesn't feel as chilly now, but I'm sure once I kind of stay out here for a little bit of a time period waiting for a bus, I'm gonna get chilly again. So see how it goes. See you guys at Wilderness. Well, if you're more intelligent than me, you probably realize I just blew right by bus stop number 10. So hopefully one of these buses are for me. I had to walk all the way back. I walked all the way down to 2 and was like, what am I doing? That one's Riviera. Bienvenidos, that's Coronado. I'm not seeing it. There's Yacht Club. We might have to be here for a while, people. Hunker down. We might be here for a hot minute. We got Christmas tunes though, so I think I'm okay. I think I can be here for about 30 minutes before I start going crazy. So the bus finally showed up about after 15 minutes. And I am on my way to Wilderness Lodge. I'm surprised that I thought I was going to be the only one on this bus. I'm very surprised that there's a family of 6 on here as well. But they're pretty entertaining. So the bus system can be frustrating when you're waiting for the buses, but it makes it worth it when you got these funny and cool families that you get to watch interact with one another. Disney really brings family and friends together. It's one of the things that I love about Disney. So I love to people watch as well. But let's get to Wilderness. Let's go. We have officially made it to Wilderness Lodge. So let's go ahead. This is not like the main entrance, but it is the side entrance here. Let's see if we can find this gingerbread structure here. I'll definitely give you guys a little bit of a taste of what the lobby looks like too. This is, and you'll definitely see why this is one of my top 3 favorite resorts here on property. Last time I was here, they did not have the tree, and that tree looks so freaking good. It looks so good. Shout out to my friend Gray as well. 2 shout outs in one video. This is his favorite. This is his favorite resort. He loves anything with hiking and mountains and stuff like that. But wow, that tree looks good. This is, other than the tree at Echo Lake, this is probably the first tree on Disney property that I really haven't been able to look away from. This is honestly a really good tree, especially with the background, with the lodge feel, with the cabin feel. Makes me miss Colorado, honestly. So this is the front entrance, which isn't anything super crazy either, but it is a little bit of a better grand view walking in, just like that, with the automatic doors opening up. But man, it's awesome. Got Whispering Canyon Cafe over here. This is one of the resort overviews that I'm actually going to be excited to go over, just due to the new love that I have over Wilderness Lodge. Because I mean, I've been going to the parks for a very, very long time. I'm also on the hunt for this gingerbread structure while I talk to you. But I've been going to the parks for a very, very long time, ever since I was 7 years old. And this year was the first year I actually stepped foot in the Wilderness Lodge. So that's what I mean by, I guess, newfound love when it comes to the Wilderness Lodge. How many times did I say Wilderness Lodge there? It's like $1 every time. Let's go find this gingerbread structure. What the heck? I don't see it. I had a feeling that it was going to be right where I'm looking at, or right where we're looking at right now. I just went and asked a cast member. He helped me out, saying that they don't have any gingerbread structure, but they did have a chocolate cabin. However, my contacts deceive me, or I'm just not all there today, because I don't see a chocolate cabin that he stated was on the table over here. And I feel like I've looked almost everywhere in the lobby. He pointed over in this general direction, and I'm not seeing this chocolate cabin, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm a little bummed out. I remember hearing something about the Wilderness Lodge having a cabin. I thought it was going to be a gingerbread cabin, but it does bum me out just a little bit that they don't have a gingerbread structure. And then the chocolate cabin has gone missing, so there's only one explanation. Somebody stole it. And I'm here to solve the mystery. To solve the mystery of the chocolate cabin of Wilderness Lodge. I can't find this freaking... I can't see what he's talking about. I feel lost. It's like when somebody gives you instructions and you're like, wait, what did they say? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Where is this chocolate cabin? I don't know. Okay, I officially give up. I've searched literally high and low for this thing on this side of the Wilderness Lodge, and I'm not finding it. I'm pretty upset, because if it exists, I missed it. But I don't think it exists. I think it was like a limited thing that isn't here anymore, just due to it being chocolate and maybe not being able to be on display as long as gingerbread. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I searched high and low for it. It's not here. So, dang. I don't know. Crazy. But that tree, though, I could stand here all day and look at this tree and just watch this lobby buzzing with activity, because you know that it rarely gets quiet just being on Disney property. Maybe has like 4 or 5 hours of complete silence, and then it's back to hustle and bustle again. I love it. Might have to do an ambiance video of this, just for me and myself. This is crazy. Me, myself, and I need an ambiance video of Disney's Wilderness Lodge lobby, especially during Christmas time. Everybody's fascinated with the tree. Look at them. Everybody's just looking at it, looking at the different decorations, all that stuff. Anyway, Wilderness, you let me down. I hope that's the one and only time you ever do. No chocolate cabin. I don't know. Weird. Also, before I headed back to Epcot, I wanted to step out here just because I thoroughly enjoy it myself. There's a little bit of a refurbishment over in the left, but I just love this. Out here in Disney's Wilderness Lodge. This isn't Fort Wilderness. I almost said Fort Wilderness, but out at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. It's just crazy. Got the pool behind us as well. But yeah, just coming out to that, that's just awesome. Doesn't even feel like Florida right now. Definitely feels like Colorado. So crazy. Crazy how the Imagineering team was so successful with that. All right, back to Epcot, unfortunately, because it's so hard for me to leave Wilderness Lodge. Finally made it back to Epcot, but I'm not going to complain too much about hanging out with my afternoon and evening at a Disney park. So with that being said, day well spent. Still bummed out about Wilderness not having a gingerbread structure or a chocolate cabin on what that cast member said that they had. I also Googled it too before my phone died, and they said something about a chocolate cabin, so I don't know if it's maybe just specific hours or maybe it was just the first 2 or 3 weeks. I really don't know. So all I know is I'm cold. It definitely got colder since I last stated I was cold at Contemporary. So might have to crank the heater on in the car tonight. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Other than that, I'm gonna try and make a few more Christmas videos before the end of the season. I would say the end of the year, but Disney celebrates until like mid-January, so that gives me a little bit more extra time to make some Disney spirited content. So like I said, if you guys liked it, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Jeff the Regular, and I'll see you again real soon. Also, I timestamped the video earlier. You know how I said it was almost 8 o'clock, or it was 8 o'clock at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I wanted to be back at Epcot by 9:30. Do we think that happened, chat? Do we think that happened? No, it did not happen. It's, I think, a little after 11. I don't know, my phone died, and the Disney bus that I just hopped off of said, like, if I remember right, I think it said 10:53. It's probably a little after 11 now, so it got late quick. But yeah, just wanted to throw that bit in there. The chocolate cabin exists, everyone. I repeat, the chocolate cabin exists. I was resort hopping with one of my friends. We met up with more friends at Wilderness Lodge to eat at Geyser Point Bar and Grill, and the chocolate cabin was there. It was before 9:30. That's what it was. I arrived at like 9:40-ish the night prior. They put the chocolate cabin away, but it does exist before 9:30, and here she is in all her glory. There we go. It actually exists. I feel a heck of a lot better about this. Made the visit way worth it, and it was a pleasant surprise the very next night before eating dinner at Geyser Point. Check it out. Really good place to eat. I just had the appetizer wings, $15. Didn't want to run up a check too much, but I would give it an 8 out of 10. Geyser Point Bar and Grill, great place to see the fireworks from Happily Ever After as well. You guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. My name is Jeff the Regular, and we'll see you again real soon.